The thought of paying $37,500 a day, or $16 million at this point, is absolutely devastating. I work for a living. I'm a regular old guy. I'm a welder by trade, and I have 4 little kids that depend on me and a wife, and there's just no way that I could ever pay any kind of fine like that.
PLF is challenging an illegal and abusive compliance order that EPA issued against Andy Johnson for doing something on his private property that most people would probably take for granted.
It's particularly disturbing when the federal government is coming down on a blue-collar guy that's out there just trying to make a living, provide for his family, and here comes the federal government saying, you can't do this without a permit.
About 5 years ago, we applied for a stock pond permit. They did a final inspection on it, and they sent us a letter from Cheyenne that said that we were in good standing with the state of Wyoming and that our stock pond was exactly exercised as permitted.
This is a case of a small farmer and rancher who built a stock pond on his property, something that most people in those lines of business would absolutely take for granted and not even think twice about. He didn't just build a stock pond though, he was sensitive to the idea that he could actually make it environmentally friendly. He did exactly the kind of thing the Corps and EPA should be congratulating him for. But instead, they've threatened him with ruinous fines.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Well, there's quite a few environmental benefits to the pond. It had the added benefit of creating quite a bit of nice habitat for fisheries, wildlife, waterfowl, and wetlands in general that were created because of the pond.
You had a small landowner who was trying to better the environment, not harming his neighbors, who'd gotten all of the permits that they needed to, and still the EPA wasn't satisfied.
This is federal overreach in the most egregiously ugly way. And I'm proud that Andy and Katie are standing up for their rights, because when they stand up for their rights, they stand up for all of our rights under state water law.
I'm an avid outdoorsman and conservationist, and since we've built the stock pond, not only does our livestock benefit from it, but we've had eagles, we've had blue heron.
It has caused a lot of people to question whether they can be able to operate on their own private property with their own private water rights.
When they threaten property owners with ruinous fines of up to $37,500 every single day that you don't give in to EPA's demands, even if what you've done is perfectly legal.
This is our home, and the EPA has came in and threatened to take everything that we've ever known.
This is a clear case of EPA and Corps overreach. The EPA and the Corps know that if a property owner is facing the threat of millions of dollars in fines, they're probably not going to defend their rights and push the agency back. They're probably just going to give in. Well, this is one case where that isn't going to happen.
I am willing to absolutely stand up the entire way to the end. I'm very thankful for Pacific Legal that they are supporting us, but I'm committed.